yeah, in the last part of this session, which is impact, how do I make impact? How do I make impact? And I like the scripture. It says, for whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. And whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken away from them. Like, that's so sad. So you just better use what you have. And let's do this real quick. So one question I have for all of us here. If you treat your life as a company, what will your pitch deck look like? If you treat your life as a company, what would your pitch deck be like? A pitch deck is what you present to investors that has a summary of who you are, what you do, the services you offer. We'll go through all the structure in it, but it's like a summation of all that you're about that will convince the investor to invest in you. So think of your life as a company. Think of your life as a company. What will your pitch deck look like? So let's quickly look at the structure because I want us to do this exercise on our own later. Try to create a pitch deck because this is what will give you a vision. You need a vision to be able to nurture your talents and fine-tune your purpose, right? So your cover slide should have, who are you? What's your life vision statement? And I tried creating one for myself and I have an example. So I said, I'm a growth strategist on a mission to help people and businesses unlock their full potential. See, you need to take yourself seriously if you want others to take you seriously. Like, take yourself serious. And you know how they say the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. If you truly start to do this, things will start becoming clearer. You will feel like, okay, I have a direction I'm moving. So figure out what's that life mission statement that you have from all that you've learned. And again, I mean, it can always change. You can even have 2 or 3 mission statements and you're looking at it every day and say, am I sure? Am I sure? But at least start with something for now. Then 2, problem statement. What are you here to solve? What are you here? What are you here in this world to solve for your space or your community? And I have an example. So I looked at the gaps in my industry, community that I'm passionate about. So I always knew that I was not the regular kind of HR. Like I've tried all the spectrums of HR admin, employee engagement, performance management. What are they? Employee records, benefits. I've done all. And I came to realize and told myself, I said, Jane, the problem I feel pulled to solve must have to do with people and not operations. So I don't like operations. I can do it, but I'm not drawn to it. Operations systems, no. But if it is people, shaping them, helping them grow, helping them find opportunities, helping companies, I love that. Because I love to see the joy in people's faces. So I wrote, many people struggle to navigate career growth, leading to wasted talent and unfulfilled potential. I help individuals and businesses align skills and purpose for sustainable success. And that gives me direction. So when I get opportunities, I always approach it from this angle. So I could get an opportunity that says, come and be our admin. I'll say, oh, nice. But you know what? I have a better idea of how we can do this. I always take it to the people route. I will do the admin, but the people route is top, because that gives me a lot of joy and pleasure. And it adds to my portfolio. Then third is you need write down your unique value proposition, your UVP. What makes you different? How do you stand out among others? And feel free to pat yourself on the back. Even if you haven't arrived yet, even if you've not gotten there, write what you're aspiring to become or aspiring to have as your unique value proposition. So what I have here is, unlike traditional career coaching, I blend HR expertise, talent development strategies, and faith-based principles to help individuals craft fulfilling careers. So that's why I'm different. Unapologetically different. That's my style. Like if you come into my office, that's what you will breathe. That's the air. If I'm talking with you, there is no way I will not quote biblical principles because that's just my style. I know one time I was leading a team on a retreat one day, and we're in a bus, and I was just trying to engage them, and one of them said, Jay, they said something. I'm like, what did you guys say? Like, Jay, oh, we know you won't like to hear. They're like, why? I say, Jay, you that post Bible verses on your WhatsApp. It made me proud. I'm like, oh, good. So you've noticed that about me. That's my unique value proposition. I guess so when they want advice, where they come to me. So, I mean, that's what stands out for me. So what's your unique value proposition? Then fourth, market opportunity. Where do you fit? Where do you see yourself fit? What demands exist for your expertise? Like, really think about it. Research. Because this forms the core of your vision and how far you go or what angle you will travel down through. So you can read what I have here. For time, I'll just move on. And the fifth one, you need to list out your product, your services, your fruits, if you want to understand it, that with your fruits. What are you offering? So list out what are you offering, or what do you want to offer? What do you want to offer? You may not have it now, maybe you have it in the works, but what does the end picture look like? Write it down. So here I have consulting and coaching, speaking and workshop, writing and thought leadership. Whatever you can add, can be an endless list. Whatever it is, write it down. Because this will help you with your learning and development. So you know what areas to hone, what areas to improve on. Then what have you 6 to attraction? What have you achieved so far? I mean, so who have you shared that service with? What are the numbers? And it's okay if you don't have, I mean, even if you're still in school, somehow you're making impact in school. What do people say about you? Who has benefited from that gift that you have? Put it in there. So you cannot say you don't have any traction. You must have traction. You're not an island. Even if it's your brother or your sister, one person, you've done something for, put it there. You can alternatively, you can have aspirational numbers that now becomes your target so that you hold yourself accountable to it. Then we get to the end. Then what's your growth strategy? Where are you going? What steps are you taking for personal and career growth? Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? This helps keep you on track. It helps keep you on track. It helps you sift through the opportunities that you take. So all the opportunities that you take, if they don't align with the destination you're going, you will not take them. Or it also helps you know where to look. Where do I look to get there? Or if you don't have that flexibility of choice because you need to earn a living to keep body and soul together, then it will determine how you do your job. You will do your job such that it becomes a vehicle that takes you to where you're going. So everything is aligned and you're telling a single story. Okay. Then ask yourself, so what's your ask? So every deck has at the end has an ask. What do you need? So if you're pitching your life to an investor, what would you ask for? Will you ask for mentorship? Will you ask for networking? Will you ask for funding, skills development, job opportunities, whatever? What's the whole point of what's the whole point of the pitch deck? Why are you making yourself look good? Is it because of a job? So you put a job there. Is it because of mentorship? Whatever. So maybe some of you might be asking, why do I need this pitch deck? For several reasons. You need this pitch deck for yourself to define who you are, where you're going, so that you are structured. Remember, I talked about talent without structure is dead. So to structure yourself and keep yourself accountable and help you. Second reason is to streamline the kind of opportunities that you begin to look out for. Most importantly is this actually comes in handy at job interviews. So recently, I was a program lead on an EU-funded job matching project. And we were finding it hard to match, they were data analysts, we were finding it hard to match data analysts to host employers who will work with them for 5 months. And it just popped to my head, like, to use this style. So I told them, guys, I'm going to arrange a pitch session. I'm going to invite companies, the way investors come and hear startups pitch. So I'm going to invite companies to come and hear you pitch your talents. And I need you to develop a pitch deck. So the program coordinator, who was a European, said, oh, Jane, no, this is going to be too complex. No need. Let them just come. They will send their resumes ahead, and then the companies can just ask them questions on the call, and let's make it quick. I'm like, no. Startups think like startups. Do a pitch deck. Everybody do a pitch deck, and show yourself off as a company. Present it, and let's see how it goes. I tell you, where we did it, in fact, the matching skyrocketed. Like within 3 months, we were able to match everybody because the value proposition was clear. So they kept using it for other interviews that they had. It was just so easy, and it showed seriousness. And the companies kept saying, "Oh, Jane, this is really good. I like how you prepared them." Blah, we didn't do anything. They were just asked to put a pitch deck together. So you need a pitch deck for the now and for the future. And then when anything changes, the way you change your CV, you change, adjust your pitch deck for that opportunity that can just come. And when you get on an interview and you tell them, "Oh, I prepared a deck. Do you mind me sharing it?" They go like, there's something different. Trust me, I'm speaking from the angle of a recruiter. They know that this person is different, this person is disciplined, and they want to listen. And there's something visual that they can see. So you need a speech deck. You definitely need a speech deck if you are taking yourself seriously. Final takeaway, your life is your business. If you were to pitch your own life and career like a startup, would people invest? You're the one to answer that question. Will people invest in you? So the challenge I'm giving you is create your personal life pitch deck, reflect on where you need to grow, reposition, or pivot. Do this, and it will show you a lot of things that you never paid attention to. Right, I think we're right on time, and this is the end of my slide. Just be brave. Just do everything. Be brave. Be brave. Take those steps. Don't be afraid. Don't procrastinate. Find an accountability partner, and just do that pitch deck and move. Be committed to things that you have written in there.